Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I want to thank one of my clients, Julius, who's been courageous enough and graceful enough to allow us to share with you a little bit of a video of him prior to starting Pro 90D, and to share a video of where he's at right now. Okay, so without further ado, I'm just going to introduce Julius and show you a before and kind of an after, right? It's kind of a during, but you're going to see where he is, where he was, and you can also see and hear, based on what he says, where he's going. So thank you so much. My name is Michael Williams, and I look forward to working with you should you decide that Pro 90D is the best option for you.
Yes.
And what stopped you from seeking out something before, like while you were in the Marines or after? Like, I'm sure you thought about it, right?
Oh, yes, I did. There were times where, like a lot of times, where I would say to myself, okay, it's time to start. It's time to start a speech therapy program. So I tried to find something, but I got this. I don't know how, but I started to get this belief that this is who I am. I am a stutterer. If God created me, if God created me like this, and I'm in His image, I should be perfect. So I should just go through life and be a stutterer. I don't know how I started to accept it. I know it's good. I know it's good to accept it, but to accept it and not do anything about it, though, is not right. So that is what happened. I accepted it, and I just and I kept it as my ID, and I just handled it. But recently, though, it just kept bugging me in the head as like, you have to do something here. You have to. Your job right now, and your professional career, you are talking all the time about important stuff. So you have to do something. And so I just felt like, okay, this is the time to accept it, but do something about it.
Got it. And is there, do you have some other career aspirations, some other things that you feel like if you were a good speaker, excellent speaker, like you would want to do more in your current line of work, or even do something different?
I definitely want to do more in my line of work, as well as because I am definitely interested in the medical field and the fire rescue and stuff like that. And I always thought about maybe going back to school, and possibly becoming a nurse or something, or anything. I'm a big dreamer, so I did the military, and now I'm doing this. So so I won't be surprised if I jump onto something else, excelling in life. So yeah, I'm a big daydreamer. I want to do everything almost, but I gotta be more practical. But yeah.
And what's your understanding of the Pro 90D speech system and how you think I can help you? Like how do you understand how the program works or how the system works?
So I do understand that it's not about stopping stuttering and fixing it or trying stuff to avoid it. It's literally like, do not. It is about not focusing on that stuff, but instead of focusing on being becoming an excellent speaker. So instead of thinking about the negatives, it's you have to change your perspective and think about the positive instead. So you know what? So it's like currently, like I have a disfluent speech and also a disfluent thinking pattern that goes along side to side at my current speech. You know, because every time because every time I'm about to talk, or even if I'm like, at home, and I would think about the day tomorrow and saying, oh my God, like, okay, so like at my job, whatever I have to say, this or that. And so my brain is wired to think negative about my speech that never even happened yet. So with the Pro 90 Day, I believe that it's about changing that thinking pattern, saying, okay, tomorrow, I'm excited to talk to patients. I'm excited to actually talk tomorrow at my job, and instead of being so negative about it. So it's like trying to rewire your brain and your speech at the same time, instead of trying to find a trick or something to avoid stuttering.
Right. Good.
Hello, everybody. This is Julius, and I am here to introduce myself to the Pro 90 Day family. Just a quick, brief background about myself. I am from the United States of America, specifically from the state of Michigan. I was born and raised here, went through middle school, high school, a brief phase of college here, right before I joined the armed services, specifically the United States Marine Corps, where I honorably served for 4 years. I got back home in the year 2015, and from then on, I made it a goal to become a firefighter, paramedic in my next chapter in life. And now I can proudly say that I am a full-fledged career and full-time firefighter, paramedic in the state of Michigan. I have struggled with my speech ever since the 3rd grade. I have a vivid memory of when I was in the 3rd grade where my stuttering identity started to develop and manifest itself in my mind. And I carry that stuttering identity throughout my life so far, through school, through that brief phase of college, even through my 4 years in the Marine Corps, I carried it through, and obviously through the fire academy and paramedic school. And up to this point, I said to myself, okay, at this point in life, this is the perfect time to work on your speech now. Work on your speech, improve it, but not only just improve it to normal levels, but go above and beyond it. So I actually discovered Pro 90 Day and Michael Williams a couple of years ago. I found him on YouTube, and I was watching his videos, listening to him, his concepts, his ideas, all the skills and techniques he would share. I would, just listen to him but I never really gave it any effort, any energy, you know. There was a brief moment or a couple of moments where I would say, okay, you know what? Let's just focus on this. Let's try this. Let's watch more of his YouTube stuff, write some notes down, try out the skills. But I wasn't really committed at that time, a couple years ago. And I would occasionally go back on his channel from time to time. But this year, I had this awakening, this gut feeling, this calling. Just like I had the calling to go to the Marine Corps and then had that calling to become a firefighter paramedic, I had this calling saying, hey, let's improve our speech. Let's do this for us and for other people, you know, because speech is a tool, it's a power, it's a superpower that we have. And even though I went through life with this struggle, it was actually a strength that I had, you know, because it really made me work 10 times harder than the average person just to get what I wanted to get, because I wanted to be just perfect. I wanted the job. I wanted that career, you know, so it made me work harder. So it was actually a strength of mine, you know. So I started Pro 90 Day. I actually contacted Michael Williams about 2 months ago. Contacted him, and it has been 2 months time where I have had, I am being coached by him right now. It's been 2 months, and I am definitely seeing an improvement in my mentality and the mechanics of how I talk just by having him as my coach. Definitely, there's resistance going on, especially when I first started this thing. Obviously, up till now, too, you know, there's resistance, but I got to persevere through it. But just doing this Pro 90 Day as fully committed as I am now, I can see the changes happening when I'm focused on something and committed to it than when I'm not. So it's been 2 months, and my plan is to do this for a lifetime. No matter how long it takes, I'm going to keep doing this until at some point it is automatic and my speech, my stuttering identity is completely reversed to a fluent identity. So I am more than excited. Definitely excited because of the challenge. I love the challenge. If something's challenging me, I just feel alive, you know. I feel like I have to do this. I have to accomplish it. And whatever I fear, I feel like I have to go towards it and destroy that fear, you know. So the fear of stuttering, the fear of talking, it's actually like a drive to demolish that fear, you know. And totally grateful for finding this program and finally, after all these years, committing to it. And finally committing to improving my speech no matter how long it takes. So I did go on a bit of a rant right there. I apologize, but thank you for taking the time to listen to me introduce myself and talk about myself a little bit. And thank you for listening to what I have to say today.
I want to thank you for watching this entire video, and I want to invite you to book your private assessment session with me if you, number one, are a professional or you're professionally minded and you're ready to take your speech and life to that next level. You're tired of struggling. You're tired of not doing what you believe you're called to do because of your speech, and you're ready to go to the next level. Pro 90D has been chosen by doctors, by lawyers, by scientists, by engineers. Why? Because of the scientific foundation. We've been doing this for more than a decade now, and we are ready to work with you if you're ready to take that step and commit to transforming your speech and your life. My name is Michael Williams, and if you're ready to move forward and take your speech to the next level and you're looking for a proven, systematic process to help you do that, then the intelligent choice is Pro 90D. Okay? Look forward to speaking with you, look forward to working with you, and look forward to seeing a transformation much like Julius's in your very, very near future. We'll see you soon.